Hey everyone, I'm the Interworld Customs, and welcome back to the channel. After a stint with COVID, I'm back, and we're going to be looking at more LEGO bootlegs. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the video. Thanks. Now once again, I purchased all of these figures from AliExpress. Wouldn't recommend buying from them 100% of the time, but if you want to waste some money, sometimes these bootlegs can be pretty good. I'm also going to be giving these a letter grade just like last time, so if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. Got a handful of Daredevil figures today, and some surprises later on, so stick around. And without further ado, let's get into it. Getting these out of the way, I can grab one that I kept packaged just for you. The figure comes partially assembled inside the bag with the arms and hands for some reason detached, but there's a cool pattern on the outside of the bag and it looks somewhat professional. The assembly process is obviously pretty easy, although some of the parts do stick a little more than LEGO. Each of the Daredevils comes with 2 of these little bars to represent his hitting sticks, with these ones in dark red. This design of Daredevil is based on the classic appearance of him, with that bright yellow and dark red color scheme. Checking out the printing on this guy, we can see it goes all the way around like most of these bootlegs have, and the aligning is pretty good. He's got some nice muscle detailing throughout in black, and popping off that helmet we can take a look at the face. Now mine's got some light printing errors, but I really like the design, and it looks great with the helmet on. Besides some minor printing errors throughout the figure, I think the suit looks great compared to the actual version. He's not my favorite figure of the group, but I still think he's well deserving of a B ranking. Moving on from the yellow suit, now to his next incarnation, the red suit. This time we've got a pair of solid red batons instead of the dark red ones, and an expression with gritted teeth this time. This is definitely my favorite face of the bunch, and it looks the best with the helmet on. There's still a couple misaligning issues around the sides, but the muscle printing looks so spectacular on this figure. There's a variety of different colors at use here, and they all come together to look really good on the figure, especially from the front. Now this is the only figure of the bunch that I can actually compare a custom to that I made last year. While mine uses a heavier black for detailing, I think they both look pretty great side by side. And since I think this bootleg might even beat my figure, he gets an A+. Now the next one is extremely similar to the red suit one, even reusing the same face print as the yellow suit, but that doesn't mean the quality is any less. The aligning on this one is probably the best of the 3. And the gray detailing looks fantastic on the black. There are a few spots where some white underprinting shows through, but I'm still going to give this one an A. Next version of Matt Murdock here is from the Netflix show, and he comes with some dark red and silver batons, which are definitely my favorite of the group. Popping off the helmet we can see the face underneath, which has an okay likeness to Charlie Cox, but putting that helmet back on and yikes, that mouth is way too low. As for the rest of the printing, it maintains the high quality as with the other ones, and the aligning is really good on this one. The grays and blacks give this a ton of needed detail, and it really looks spot on to the show. And the silver bits throughout give it a really nice reflectiveness. Even though the figure's fantastic, I'm still only going to give it an A for that mouth printing. And for the last figure, we've got Charlie Cox from She-Hulk. This time he's got dark red and gold batons. Removing the pearl gold helmet this time, we can see a face print that is very similar to the last, but one that looks much better alongside the other one. And looking at the printing on the rest of these figures, we can very quickly see that one was copied from the other. I'm fine with this because the suit is a recolor in the TV series, but I can't help but wish that those black sections on the front were recolored to a dark red to be more accurate. Overall, the printing on this guy is still great, and I'm going to have to give him an A as well. These guys are pretty concrete proof that the quality of bootlegs is increasing day in and day out. And speaking of quality, as I was recording the video, I received 2 more bootlegs. I got 2 Legend of Zelda figures, and we'll start off looking at Link from Twilight Princess. The shield mold is actually great, but the printing is super misaligned. The same can be said for the Master Sword, which is a little long, but looks great in the hands of a figure. And grabbing this Sheikah slate and then dropping it and picking it up, it's got some nice gold printing on it, on this solid blue 1x2 tile. It's not perfect, but it works. Taking a look at Link himself, the printing is an obvious step down from the last few figures we've been looking at. Taking off his very ugly headpiece, we can turn his head around to find a more LEGO-styled face print, which I'm not sure is better than the other side. There's a weird variance of line weight and thickness throughout this figure. I'm gonna have to give him a D. And as a bonus for those who stick around and watch the whole video, you can get a sneak peek at my custom link that I started a little while ago, because I'll definitely be using these parts for him. With a pretty simple paint job, I think I can get both of these looking great. I'm throwing together the last figure of the video. We've got Zelda. The graphic design on her is definitely a bit better than the Link. And taking off this very difficult to remove hairpiece, we can see that there's no back printing or back face printing on her. She also comes with one of these Power Blast pieces, which, as you can see by my struggle, will not be doing any blasting with any power. These figures are much more what I expect from bootlegs. I'm gonna have to give her a D as well. The last thing I wanted to mention is that all of these figures come with a black base plate as well, but they're definitely not quite as high quality as Legos. Thanks for checking out the video, and apologies for the long break. I hope to keep making videos sooner. As per usual, follow me on my Instagram at @theinnerwellcustoms, and subscribe for more videos like this one. See you guys later.